Upilagshi milu braisos. And concubines, that refers to the braisos kemoshel. Apilegesh, like the concubine. Shiur hamelechim abakrai, that the king is only with her inconsistently. Batsnea chulu, and in a hidden way. Hagah kamushir kosu berabos Parshas Vayikra Parsha Aleph Mashal Melech Shayelo Isho Pilegesh. Like it's brought in Medrash Rabbah, an example of a king who had a wife and a concubine. Kishu holich etzel ishto hu holich befarhesya, that when he goes to his wife, he goes to her openly. Ukishu holich etzel pilagsho hu holich bimatmonim, and when he goes to his concubine, he does it secretly. Akanaga. And so to drawing down the supernal wisdom into the braisos. Huli prakim is also not constant. Mamer, and like the statement of our sages called Masnis Adla Misanya Be Rabbi Chia Rabbi Ushya Lav Masnisa, that any Mishnah that was not learned by Rabbi Chia and Rabbi Ushya is not a Mishnah, doesn't have the same Shenan Vadainu Brurin, that are not certain and clear. Valderach Shenishtakhu Gimal Alafim Halachos B'Yemei Evlo Shel Moshe, and like the concept of how 3,000 halachas were forgotten on the day of the morning of Moshe. And that's like the concept of the Mishnahs that were not learned by Rabbi Chia and Rabbi Yosha, and Anvadayin Kol Kach are not as certain. Because they do not have drawn into them this drop of the masculine waters from the supernal Eden. And that is to say that the braisos are from the world of Bria, not from the world of Atzilus. Because in Atzilus shines the supernal wisdom of Chachma, Shubichinas Birur Hasheni, which is the concept of the second purification. While Bemasnisa La Misanya Berebichia Viribiyoshelo Nimshach Mibichinas Atzilus Mibirur Amiti. But in these Mishnayos, but in the braisos that were not learned from Rabbi Chia and Rabbi Yosha, was not drawn from the concept of Atzilus, from the true purification, Alkain and Anvadayin Kol Kach, therefore they're not as certain. Rakmas Nisa de Rabbi Chia and Rabbi Yosha, Heim Nimshachim Al Pia Birur. Habez de Chachmai Law. Only those Mishnayos from Rabbi Chia and Rabbi Yosha, they are the ones that are drawn from the purification, the second level of the purification of Chachmai Law. The Chachmai Law, Shubichinas Yichud Elyon, it's like the concept of this Yichud Ilah, the supernal union, the mind, the Churin, the mind Nukvin, of the masculine and feminine waters, like the king and his wife. Vafal Bichein Nikrorak Pilagshim. Nonetheless, they're still called concubines. That like the king is with her with only sometimes and in a hidden way. Which is not the case with a Mishnah. You can bring a proof to negate a statement and you can't respond. This is like the statement of our sages that Michael offers up the souls of the righteous upon the Mizbeach. So if it's a concept of purification of the souls that are fitting to be included in the infinite light, to go upwards, which is at certain times. So that's like the braisos. Hagahos that this concept is called the concubines. Like it's brought in Megillas Esther, Sif Beis. That with this the young maiden goes to the king. To the house of the second house of women. That corresponds to the Gan Eden, that there's a a second level of the neshamos where they go up. That they don't always go to the king, only when the king calls for them. And this concept is when the souls go upwards, like it's explained in Torah or about the 6 months in spices. And this verse refers to the soul of coming into Gan Eden. Like it's brought in the Mamer about how Rivka comes out, that there are these high souls, that are these general souls, that when they go upwards, and are included in the feminine yisod above, that with them themselves, with these neshamos, that causes the union of Zan Nukva, that they themselves are a vessel that elevates the feminine waters with a flaming fire. So when they go to Yisod of Nukva, I guess they cause that Mayin Nukvin because they are that concept of elevation upwards towards Hashem. So I guess the concept of Rivka Yotzes, Rivka going outwards, is like the Nashim Bezahara Nairaba going other in the Shama that goes upwards. And this is the concept of within your hands I place my soul. That's the Rosh Tevos of Be'er of the well, the feminine nukva. The Yisod, the nukva. B'yadchav kiruchi Rosh Tevos Be'er, Sidor Harizal, B'kriyash Mar Shalamita, Peitz Chaim Kriyash Mar Shalamita, Perek Yud Ve'od. V'chein V'kach Tovas Rivka, Rosh Tevos Be'er. So too, when he took Rivka, it's the same Rosh Tevos as the well. The Rivka represents this idea, the neshama, b'chinas be'er, hainu mayin nukfin, like feminine arousal. V'achar kach yored shefa mayin dechurim b'socha mamash, and then is drawn down the masculine waters into them truly. The hainu amshachas tipas chochmei la, that is to draw down the drop of supernal wisdom from this arousal from below. V'ayin b'haramaz Parshas Parshas tav vav amar aleph b'mikdash melech sham benyan beinayhu. Or maybe it means Benayahu. Anyway, the concept of Benayu amongst them. And therefore these neshamos of tzaddikim are called the concubines because they represent this idea of Bizahanai and so forth. And Rivka Yotzes, the Yichud Leprakim. Va'efshar lomar derech b'Mishnah Perek Aleph Mishnah Gimel de Para, like it's brought in the Mishnah in Para, Rabbi Tarfon Koreo Pileges, that Rabbi Tarfon calls it a Pileges. Rav Ovadia Bartanura Lashon Peleg, that, and then the Bartanura explains that this is Pileges is a language of half. Shiatzu Mechlal Keves, that it's no longer a sheep, and it is not yet a ram. So too with souls, and when they're elevated to Atzilos, Avshem Batzilos, even though they're in Atzilos, and we went out of the boundary of worlds, that the lower worlds are a concept of from there you separate, which is not the case with the world of Atzilus. It's a revelation of the divine, and these souls of Atzilus. So it explains in Tanya, in Yuvechayoi, that they are no longer separate entities for themselves. They've become one with Elokus, Elahin Me'in Bechinas Elokus B'tzimtzum, but they are compared, they're like Elokus as it's confined, B'tzimtzum Atzum, Ke'ein HaKelim, the Esser Sfiros, and are like the vessels of the 10 Sfiros, that Zilus, Shem Bechinas Gvul, that they're in a concept of boundary. Through the confinement of the infinite light, Hu Hakav, Hamalubish Ben Naran Shalem Chulu, which is the kav that's enclosed in their Nefesh Ruach Neshama Chulu Ad Kan Lashono. That's the end of the quote from Tanya. So it's found in Be'aliyas HaNeshamos Be'atzilus, when these Neshamos go up to Atzilus, Yikablu Gilui Ohr Hatorah Shemos Ohr Mamer, they will receive revelation of the light of Chachmeilah through the concept of the light, the water, and the firmament. Shizeo Kamashal Yiridas Hatipa, that's like the drawing down of the drop. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Haydi Bechinas Ohr Mamer, this word besider ala pasuk halalu b'rekia uzo, Ein Gam Kin L'Kutei Torah, Dibur HaMaschil Chamiflagi b'Mesifta D'Rekia Perek Beis. It's the concept of Yomarti Olam Chesed Yibani. The concept of Amar, or Yom Liyom Yabia Omer, the Rashi Tivus Ohr Mamer Rakia. The formation of the tipa starts from Or and then congeals to Maim, and then congeals further to Arakia. It's like the formation of the tipa from Chachmeilah. Yitzo Megeder Yesh V'Davar Nifrad Shezewinin Bria, that these neshamos then went out of the boundary of something separate, which is the concept of the world of Bria. Mikol Makom Lo Ba'u L'Chal Mahus Eser Sfiros Datzilus Mamash, but nonetheless they have not come to be included in the essence of the 10 Sfiros of Atzilus truly. That is because it is enclosed within these neshamos the kav. That the light is similar to the luminary, and one with them. Therefore, they're elokus to create something from nothing, which is not the case with the neshamos of Atzilus. In hakav melubish behen, even if they're on the level of Atzilus, the kav is not included in them, like the kelim, even though the neshamos are similar to the kelim or compared to them. Therefore, they're not actual elokus to create something from nothing. Like it says all of this in Tanya there. It needs to be looked into what's this concept, and that's brought in Medrash Rabbah. That just like the Holy One, blessed be He, creates worlds, so too your Father creates worlds. We can say Neshamos ha'avos shiny, that the souls of the avos are different in this matter. That's Atzilus, that they came more directly from the essence of Chesed Gvur Tiferes of Atzilus, shebehen melubash hakav, in which is enclosed the kav. Therefore, their neshamos are a concept of like the kelim of Atzilus, that you with them Hashem creates something from nothing. Inami perish avichem borei olamos. Or you could say this, what does it mean? Your Father creates worlds. That is through His prayer. You fall, He can accomplish. That the Holy One, He can affect that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should create something. Like Moshe said, that if Hashem will create a creation by when He created the hole in the ground to swallow Korach. And like the concept of the tzaddik decrees, and the Holy One, blessed be He, fulfills.